Open the curtains, lights on. I am the reason why the sufferings never end. Now it's time for another vendetta. Going through the shells, taking out my parading persona. Children of the city sees only the neon stars reflected off on the murky gutter sky. Now ask me why I desperately wish to be noticed by the city side. so